What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles, chilling on a Tuesday night, late night. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. What's goody? What's goody to all y'all out there, man? First things first, man. Salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the goons in the chat. Run the likes up for your boy. Keep the likes at 50% of the audience at all times. Last but not least, tip your bartender. What's goody, man? What's happening with all you guys, man? Man, my apologies, man, but sometimes things is what it is. But I'm always gonna come on, bro. Trust me, before the stroke of midnight, California time, I'll be on here. Okay, this is what it is. Even if it's 11:59, I'll be on. So I just want to come in, man. Salute to all of our subscribers and members that are on the East Coast. You won't be seeing this until the morning, man. But today was one of those days, man, where just the day took over. Okay, but we're gonna come in and chop it up for a little bit. Run the likes up for your boy, man. See if we can do a little damage tonight. I'm gonna say a name that hasn't been said in quite some time in regards to the Raiders and his channel, and that is Henry Ruggs III, a guy who I definitely have had my great things to say and my ungreat things to say. Okay, and I've been pretty steadfast on how I feel about it. And if you're interested in that, make sure you go back and put in the YouTube search bar, put Matthew Shack and put Henry Ruggs, and you'll be able to see over the years what I've said. But got an update in regards to Henry Ruggs. It's being reported all over, and when it's reported all over, it is actually saying former Raider because he never played for nobody else. So there, as much as a lot of fans in the nation want to try to distance themselves from him, you can't distance yourself from him too far. Okay, you drafted him. Okay, he played well for 1 year. That horrific accident that happened, he got convicted. Okay, he's in prison now for it. He's in Las Vegas area. Like, there's no dodging it, much as y'all want to act like, say it. Okay, what happened to once a Raider, always a Raider? So these are the kind of things that test that. These type of situations test that. And I like to see people squirm when it comes to that, because y'all want once a Raider, always a Raider when you want it to be. All right. Okay. But with that being said, I digress. But I'll be back on that. So, apologetic Henry Ruggs III speaks at the Hope for Prisoners event. All right. So he actually got an opportunity to get up and speak at this event. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. Former Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs III. You see, it says former Raider. That's the first thing in a sentence, former Raider. Former Raider wide receiver Henry Ruggs III, on special release from prison Tuesday night, tonight. Okay, actually left the prison facility, spoke at Hope for Prisoners event in Las Vegas, and apologized to the family of a woman that he deceased in a car crash nearly 4 years ago. Now, when I read that first line, man, that's a lot. That's a lot to say. That opening sentence, run those likes up, man. It's late, man. We don't got time to play. Let's support your boy right now, okay? There's a lot to be said in that first paragraph, dog. Number one, former Raider. That's one. Number two, on special release from prison. That's number two. Number three, it was Tuesday night. What night is it? It's the night. Okay. Spoke at a Hope for Prisoners event. That's the fourth thing. The fifth thing is it was in Las Vegas, where everything happened at. Where he played football at, where he ruined his career at, where he unalived that lady at, everything. And now he's speaking in that same city. Okay. And then he apologized to the family, bro. Like, that's 7 or 8 things. And last, it was almost 4 years ago. It's been 4 years almost, bro, since that's occurred. I know it hasn't seemed like it, but it's been 4 years. So here's what it says. Ruggs drove his sports car at speeds up to 156 miles an hour in the city on November 2nd, 2021, slamming into a vehicle that unalived Tina Tenor and her dog Max. She was 23. So this woman, who was tragically unalived by his heinous lack of any type of human life, even his own, and he had his baby mama in the car. Okay, uh, she would have been 27 right now. That's still that's still a lot of life. Okay, so Ruggs was asked, what would he say? He's asked after the event, what would he say to Tenor's family? And here's what he said, quote, one, I wish I could turn back the hands of time, he said in a video taken by the Las Vegas Review Journal. You know, the Las Vegas Review Journal is credible. Because we know you guys start getting itchy under the neck when the heat starts getting turned up on your football team or on your legacy. Your neck starts your veins start popping and shit. Okay, but Las Vegas Review Journal, ain't no arguing with that. Okay, continue to quote, I would love for them to meet the real Henry Ruggs and not the one that was escaping from something. I sincerely apologize not only for being a part of that situation, but the fact my face is always shown in the news, is always in the newspaper, so they have to constantly be reminded of the situation, be reminded of me, unquote. Do I need to read that again, bro? He's basically saying he wishes he can go back. That's what regret is. Okay. He said he would love for them to meet the real him. Now you got to understand what he's saying. He's saying that person that unalived they daughter, their sister, their cousin, whoever, that wasn't the real him. The real him is the one he wants to introduce to that family. Just telling you what he's saying, dog. You just gotta pay attention. Okay? And not the one that was escaping from something. Now, me, I'm an intellectual, bro. Damn everything else, bro. You can't, football teams don't make me an idiot. Quarterbacks don't make me an idiot. Fan bases don't make me an idiot. Lack of playoffs and Super Bowl appearances don't make me stupid, bro. Okay? In fact, it makes me very smart, all right? Because I know what it is and what it's not. What was you escaping from, bro? Okay? Okay, let me just continue, all right? I sincerely apologize for not being part of that situation. I can understand him on, saying situation, but situation isn't strong enough to me. That's not a strong enough word. I don't know. I mean, to me, he couldn't just say what it was, but that situation is, hey man, I'm in a situation, man. Do I want to get on the freeway or do I want to go through town, man? Like, that's a situation. This isn't a situation, bro. Okay. To me. All right. I'm going to keep reading. All right. But the fact my face is always shown in the news, it's always in the newspaper, so they constantly have to be reminded of the situation and be reminded of me, unquote. That's true. That's true, man. It says former Raider wide receiver Henry Ruggs III, bro. And the only team in Las Vegas, Nevada, the only team in Paradise, Nevada, the only team in Henderson, Nevada, the only team in Clark County, the only team off the I-15 freeway, and the only team that's in the state of Nevada. Yeah, they gonna see your ass. Look at what you did, homie. Look at what you did. You drove 156 miles an hour on the street with your baby mama in the car. You got a daughter. That was a toddler. You didn't even think about her, your child, you, or anything else. Okay? That lady was on fire in that car. All right? But I'm going to keep going. So after that, we all know Henry Ruggs is a former first-round pick. Like I said, man, man, when it comes to the Raiders, dog, you don't get to dodge the smoke with me. These other channels, they ain't saying nothing about this shit. They want to keep y'all happy. I'm not here to keep you happy. I'm here to keep you informed. Okay? Pled guilty in May 2023 to felony DUI causing death and misdemeanor vehicular and manslaughter, and was sentenced in August 2023 to a 3 to 10 year prison term. Now, with that being said, Henry Ruggs is eligible for parole in 2026. What year is it? It's 2025. Okay? He's eligible to be out next year. So they asked him, would you play for the Raiders? Somebody asked him, would he play for the Raiders? You know what he said? Quote, why wouldn't I? Unquote. So my question to y'all, I don't need to read this no more. My question to y'all is, y'all want him back? Put a 1 in the chat if you want him back. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. He said he ready to come home. He ready to come back, doc. He ready to, who got on number 11? Is anybody wearing number 11 on me? He ready to put that 11, that 1 back on and line up. He ready to line up, homie. Okay, what you want to do? Do you want Henry Ruggs? Now, don't be shy on here, man. Don't start acting brand new on here. All y'all need to answer my damn question, bro. It's 10 o'clock at night over here. Okay? I'm not playing with y'all tonight, man. Don't be trying to be shy and shit. Do you want him back? He's saying he'd come back. 1, if you want him back. 2, if you don't, man. I don't want to see nobody in here not participating tonight, man. We ain't got time for games. Okay? This is the type of shit that I be trying to put on y'all. If you a Raider, you got to be a Raider all the time. You don't get to be a Raider when it's convenient. When the heat is up, you got to be a Raider. When we're losing and we're getting our asses whooped, we're a Raider. When we're winning 63-21, we're a Raider. When we're beating the Chiefs on Christmas, we're a Raider. When we're getting beat by a rookie in Bo Nix last year, getting swept, it's Raider Nation. I don't want to hear none of y'all, man. It's about Unfiltered Nation over here. Make sure you go to Matthew Shack Unfiltered and get these damn shirts. That's everything on here. Revisit the site because we got new shit up. Already put new shit up. Okay? You got your Jordans. I got your Jordan clothes and all that shit. Anyway, put down what you want to do. Do you want this man back? All right? I'm going to tell you this shit right now, dog. This is my vote. I don't see enough votes on here. Y'all full of it. Put it down. Okay? Well, how hard is it? 1 or 2? All right? Here's my thing. And I'm not here to convince y'all of shit. Y'all know how I roll. Y'all do you, I do me. I'm not here to change nobody's mind. I'm just what? I'm just here so I don't get fined. I mean, damn, everything I say is Raider. Okay? With that being said, bro, here's how I feel about it. This is the United States of America, man. Don't matter if it's being ran by a demo. Doesn't matter if it's being run by a Republican. It doesn't matter what's going on. This is the greatest country in the world, bro. All right? We have our problems and we have our good things. But what we do here is that this is the land of second chances. At least that's what I was taught, even though it isn't. Even though we know for a fact that it only applies to certain people. Okay? But if you look at the fine print, it says this is the land of second chances, bro. Do I think Henry Ruggs deserves to be back in the NFL? Yeah. He deserves to be back in the NFL because you have other people who did the same exact thing who played. Henry Ruggs, just because you're too young, just because you're young in the draws, just because you're sipping on Similac with a straw, don't mean that Henry Ruggs III is the only player or the first player to ever have an unalive in a vehicle and play in the National Football League after that. Because he isn't. There was a guy by the name of Dante Stallworth that played for the Pittsburgh Steelers who had a vehicular homicide. He was driving drunk and a man was walking down the side of the road and he unalived him and he went to prison and he came out and he lined right up with the damn Arizona Cardinals. So you don't get to say because he did what he did and made somebody not be here, he can't play in the NFL because that's already been done before. That's already been done before, bro. That's number one. Number two, you've had other people that's been complicit or at least been accused, or Ray Lewis, when his situation down 2000 Super Bowl against the Giants, when his boys got into an altercation in Atlanta and somebody got unalive, and they put Ray Lewis up, and Ray Lewis got did not want to say nothing. He didn't snitches get stitches. He kept to the code, and he got an obstruction of justice charge, okay, and got convicted of obstruction of justice. What did he do? That next year, he was right there lining up, 52, hitting the hell out of people, okay? And then Michael Vick, we don't even want to get into that, okay? You already know what Michael Vick did. Wait, the way that Americans feel about dogs is damn near feel more about dogs than they do about a lot of people of other races. These dogs get treated better than a lot of races in this country, okay? And I mean that. So does he deserve an opportunity to play back in the NFL? If he can make an NFL team, if he can get out there, pass a physical, he can get out there, do what the team needs for him to do. He feels a need, whether it's coming off the bench or practice squad or whatever. He deserves it. He deserves, if he can get there and earn it, he deserves it. But that don't mean I want him to play for my team. There's 32 teams. He could go to 31 other teams. I don't want him playing for mine. I don't. Y'all could think differently. I don't. Let me tell you why, bro. Let me tell you why. The main reason why I don't want him on my team is because he's going to be in the same area, city, market, team that all the things happened in. Everything he did is in the same circumference, bro. The prison that he's in is in the circumference. The football team that he's in the circumference. The person, that family that's being affected is in this circumference. Everything is in Vegas, bro. Everything. The news is going to be killing it. They're going to be picketing our shit. Y'all ain't thinking about, they're going to be picketing signs. I remember when Michael Vick came back. Michael Vick did not go back to Atlanta. Michael Vick went to Philly. He went to another market, and they were picketing his ass over them dogs. They were harassing. They were trying to boycott. I don't need my football team. This is my team. You see these rings that this pirate got on? All three of those is mine. Man, I don't need it. I don't need the publicity. I don't need the headache. I don't need the picketing. I don't need the bad press. I don't need any of that. What I need to do is have my football team win more than 4 effing games, bro. I've won 8 games in 2 years. 8. Okay? That's not even a 50. That's not even a half a damn a record. If it was one season, I don't make the playoffs. Okay? That's 8 and 9. I don't make the playoffs. I've won 8 games in 2 years. I don't need Henry Ruggs on my team making the block hot. And that's what the hell you're not thinking about. You thinking about what he can do. Yeah, I know he's fast. Yeah, I know he ran a 4.27. Yeah, he's probably been in prison all this time. He's lost some speed. He probably can run like a 4.3, a 4.33, or 4.34, which is still fast as shit. Average cornerback is running a 4.5, 4.4. He's still getting out. I know what he could do. But I don't want him on my team because I can't afford to have him on my team, dog. I can't afford it. I can't. Okay? I need this one, bro. Oh, you put the rings on your left hand. One, boom. I need this one. And for those of you guys who don't have none, you definitely shouldn't be saying it because all it's going to do is be a distraction. It doesn't take a lot. You don't even have to be a good player to cause a distraction on our team. Ask Gardner Minshew, okay? Ask Gardner Minshew, who caused a whole ruckus, who wasn't even any good. We know Ruggs was good, but nah, dog, nah. Go continue your career. Godspeed to you. All of that, bro. You got a chance at life. You're not even 30 years old, man. I think Henry Ruggs is 27 or some shit. He's not even 30, bro. His life ain't over. But his life is over playing for the Raiders. I don't want him there. Look at what he just said. He said it in his own shit. He said it. He said why he shouldn't be a Raider. You want me to read it? It says right here. I sincerely apologize for not only being a part of that situation, but the fact that my face is always in the news. It's always in the newspaper, and they have to constantly be reminded of the situation and be reminded of me. You know who else got to be constantly reminded of the situation? Me. The fan base. We don't need it. We don't need it, bro. Yeah. It didn't work, bro. Okay? Simple as that. Okay? All right? Corinne is gone. She ain't your girl no more, dog. She got kids. She married. You can keep looking at that high school prom picture all you want. She gone, bruh. That's a wrap. It's time to move on, bruh. It's time to move on. Okay, we got to move on, bruh. That time is up. All right. So that's my answer. I want the brother to get another chance. This is not me saying he shouldn't get another chance because all these other guys got another chance. The NFL has brought on people who have taken people off the planet or been associated with people that took off the planet. Some of them even got gold jackets. Let's just keep it a buck. So now we're not playing no favorites, but I don't want them on my team, dog. I don't. I don't, man. This is going to be a shit show, man. I don't need it. It's hard enough, man. It's hard enough. Imagine we got to try to redeem ourselves against the Broncos. We got to try to always battle the Chiefs, man. We haven't only won like one game out of the past 12 games. Okay? And then the Chargers, they think they better than us too, who don't have no Super Bowl wins at all. We don't got time, dog, to be worried about Henry Ruggs. I mean, I don't. Okay? Get that ball to Jacoby, man. Let's figure this shit out, man. Seems like that Thornton kid got speed too. Like, we got to move on, bro. This old. It's old, bro. Okay? Driving the same old Pinto, dog. It's time to get into something newer, man. At least get yourself a 1982 Honda Civic or some shit. Pintos are 70s, okay? It's time to move on, bro. All right? That door's closed to me. Now, if he comes to the Raiders and it happens, hey, man, once a Raider, always a Raider. But like I said, y'all decide who's a Raider, who's not when it applies to. Oh, Derek Carr's not a Raider because he didn't do anything for us. Y'all do all that dumb shit. You guys are all idiots. All y'all. The old man wrote the rule. You don't have no cachet to change it. Okay? That's what it is. All right? So my opinion is exactly that. If he has an opportunity to come back to the league, he should definitely have that opportunity. And I think there's teams that would take a chance on him. I think there's too many teams like the Carolina Panthers, teams like that, teams that are very young, you know, and he doesn't have any tread on his tires. He don't have no major injuries. Yeah, he been sitting on his ass. I mean, how much working out can you do in solitary or 6x9? I mean, I guarantee you he done did a lot of push-ups and sit-ups and did all of that shit and running in place, but that's not running out and running full speed. That's not running routes. That's not hitting a go route. That's not hitting a sluggo route. That's not doing, doing any of those things, bro. The route tree. He gonna have to get that shit back. All right. So that's how I feel about it. I definitely am a supporter of second chances, bro. As long as you could foot the bill, cool. But that don't mean you need to be living with me, bro. I mean, if you rehabilitated, man, you steal from me, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna say you need to live under a bridge the rest of your life. You just ain't living with me no more. Okay, hey, Shaq, can I move back in? Nah, dog. Nah, man. You're a kleptomaniac. Your ass need to go find somebody else to live with. You deserve a live. You deserve a job. You deserve an opportunity. But nah, dog, you can't live. Don't come ding dong in my shit. You can't live here, bro. You cannot come back to the Raiders, bro. We don't need it. And I hope to God it doesn't happen, bro. I don't care if Henry Ruggs, and this is the kind of way that a lot of y'all are, okay? I don't care if Henry Ruggs comes back to the NFL, dog, and first year he wins comeback player of the year, MVP, breaks everybody's records, gets 2,000 yards receiving, breaks Calvin Johnson's 1,940, no, was it 1,974 yards. I don't know how I know that, but go look it up and see if I'm right. Okay, yardage that he got in the season. I don't care what he does. I don't care if he wins a bowl. He wasn't going to do none of that shit with us. Okay? And that's the thing you got to understand. When you guys are always crying because somebody left and went somewhere else, they weren't going to do that with you. Okay? Like I said, man, Corinne wasn't going to have 3 babies with you, big house, living good, looking better than she was looking with you. You were the reason why she was the reason she was. It was you. As soon as she got away from your punk ass, things started happening. And that's what I look at. Anybody that leaves the Raiders and they do better without us, that means they weren't going to do it with us. But what we have been seeing is players leaving like Devontae Adams, and they haven't done shit. Okay? We see players leaving and go other places. They don't do anything, all right, outside of Josh Jacobs. So with that being said, okay, I'm gonna read your comments. My comment has nothing to do with his playing ability, nothing to do with him getting a second chance. I'm rooting for that brother, man. I think he's paid his penance to society. I do believe that. But that family does not have to ever forgive Henry Ruggs. That family never has to talk to Henry Ruggs. That family never has to address him, answer a phone call, email, text message, smoke signal, or nothing. They lost a family member and somebody who was innocent, who had nothing to do with you doing what you did. Okay? And the way that she passed away is absolutely horrific. You wouldn't be talking to me, homie, because if it was me, you come and talk to me, I'm going to be going to jail. Trust and believe. And if I really have my way, I'll be locked up in prison too. Because that's not just gonna be a shake your hand and call it a day. Okay. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a friendly game of chess and I lost. Hey man, good game. Nah, dog. Nah. Okay. All right, let me read what's going on, dog. Okay. Like I said, I'm not here to convince none of y'all. Okay, y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm telling you what's best for me. All right? What's best for me and what's best for me to get one of these so I could put one right here. That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. I'm not trying to kumbaya with all y'all, with all these people out here. I already know I ain't going to get along with all y'all because we don't think the same. But with that being said, y'all respect me. I respect you. Then we can move on. All right? So, all right, let's see what's going on, y'all. What y'all saying. Appreciate y'all being here on the late night tip, dog. But like I said before, man, I'm always going to come in. Always going to come in. Straight up, dog. Look, come on, dog. Look at the beanie, bro. Come on with the stitching. Come on with the match. Come on, man. MatthewShackUnfiltered.com, man. Go over there and go get yourself something nice. All right? Stop being walking around here looking bummy. All right, let's go see what we got. Brother Tito, what's going on, Tito? What's going on, big dog? Always good for a real one to show up, dog. Egalitarian, what's happening? What's going on? Carlos Haller, what's going on? Said salute to the Unfiltered Nation, always. Big Beezy, what's up, Big Beezy? Hey, Big Beezy, man. Hey, man, your boy Ruggs is still got Vegas in the chokehold, bro. Still got Vegas in the chokehold, homeboy. Okay, man, what's going on here? Burrow in the house, what's going on? What's good, big dog? What's going on, Egalitarian? Major Raider, what's going on, Major Raider? You know, Major Raider, you got this, dog. You know what I'm saying? I have not worn this one in a minute. Like I got so many and all kinds of new shit. Make sure y'all go pick up the Raider Dad shirt that's out now. Because if you a Raider and you a dad, it applies. But if you ain't shit, if you a shitty Raider or a shitty dad, don't buy it, bro. It's not for you. Okay. All right, straight up, man. Good to see you, Major Raider, man. Tell the Queen said what's up. Bill Holloway said, saw an article about Jack Jones saying he being labeled as a problem child and ready to change. Well, that's what happens, man. Bill, we from the same neighborhood, Bill. You know what I'm saying? We came from a neighborhood, man. If you was cutting up in anybody's street. By the time you got home, your family knew about it. Didn't matter if they didn't have your telephone number or not. Somebody had your number. Oh, do you know? Y'all got it. Oh, well, I know such and such. They gonna have his number, his mama number. Do. By the time you get home before the street lights come on, a lot of y'all youngins don't understand. Get home before the street lights come on because y'all don't got no home training. By the time you got home, dog, they knew everything that you did down by the dairy, Bill Holloway. They knew what you was doing. They knew what you were throwing rocks at them cars. They knew what the hell was going on, and you had no idea how the hell they knew. There was no cell phones. There was no text messages, no pagers, none of that shit. It was just straight phone calls, calling around to get somebody's number to get to your mom, okay? And that's what this is about, all right? Jack Jones fumbled the bag. Henry Ruggs fumbled the bag, okay? All right, that's just what they do, bro. They come over here, they F off, and now they don't get a chance, and now they want to do over, bro. Like, nah, man, you should have did it right the first time. You came over here and you bullshitted. You came over here, you start making business decisions, you start doing the wrong shit. Henry Ruggs, there's no reason to drive 156 miles an hour on a regular road, bro. There's no reason, dog. There's no reason to go that fast. Your baby mama's in there with you, bro. Okay? Like, you should have went on the freeway if you're going to do that shit. Why are you doing it in town? Because the dude is just, like I said, man, Ruggs has always had speed problems. He was getting tickets when he was in high school. He was getting tickets when he was at Tuscaloosa. Okay? His best friend, the reason why he wore 11, his best friend coming home from a basketball game, he was supposed to ride with him. He rode home with his family. They got killed. His best friend got killed in an auto accident in high school. Okay? That speed in them cars, bro. It's just always been some, obsession. All right. So, man, I don't got time for nobody, man. Go say your sob stories to somebody else. All right. What's going on, Patrice? What's going on? What's happening? Good seeing y'all, man. If Ruggs gets out and pays half his salary, should go to the girl's family. I don't think the family. To be honest with you, man, I've never heard anything from the family. You've never heard anything from the family. I've never seen the family. We haven't seen anything. We haven't seen nothing, bro. I don't even know what they look like. I couldn't even tell you what the family looks like, bro. I have no idea what her father looks like. No idea what her mother looks like. No idea what her sibling. I don't even know their names, bro. The Raiders have not done shit. The Raiders have not done nothing. Raiders ain't invited them to no game. Raiders ain't did nothing. Raiders ain't put together no trust fund or put together some type of scholarship in her name. We ain't did shit. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves, bro. We didn't do a effing thing, bro. Could have put together a scholarship fund in her name, dog. Easily did that. Like, I think about other people, man. I ain't selfish. I think about other people, bro. How easy would it have been, dog? You could have put, she was trying to get herself in school. She was working at Target doing late night stocking and shit. Okay? Had her dog trying to get home and shit. This fool flying down. He don't even have no control over no car. You ain't no Indy car, stock car driver, nigga. You driving like a fool. Okay? Killed her. I'm just gonna say it. Whatever, man. All right? Car on fire. She's stuck in the car. Couldn't even get her out. Okay? Based on the testimony, he's over there crying a car. You should have jumped your ass in there and got her out. Nah, didn't do that. But the Raiders, we ain't did nothing. Could have easily went to UNLV, put a scholarship in her name, the Tina Tintor Scholarship Fund for underprivileged women that need a little help to get their degree. I would have did that shit. That's what I would have did. I would have been like, you know what? We know he can't do shit. We're going to take care of that because he was on our watch. He was on our team. He was a payroll employee. All right? We didn't do shit. It's been 4 years. We ain't done nothing, bro. They ain't honored the family. They ain't came out to light no Al Davis torch. None of that shit. But like I said, all y'all care about is football. But that's you guys. Like I said before, bro, I think about everything. That would have been a very, very good thing to do. We ain't did shit. That happened in 2021. It's 2025 right now. All right? So like I said, all right, that's how I feel about it. Kylan, what's going on? Bill, what's going on? Yeah, getting that extra bag. I already know, Bill. You got to get that money. Booty bang in the house. Okay, that's right. Get that paper. All right, Carlos Sanchez, what's going on? What's happening? Okay, let's make it go. Let's make it go down. Let's make it do what it do. All right. Okay, Justin Sizzle, what's goody? All right, man. Good to see you guys. I was waiting when you were going to report on Henry Ruggs. Hey, man, I wasn't going to do it tonight, man. I was going to do something else. I mean, but things happen. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this out the way. Let me just go ahead and do it. Get back to my subject tomorrow. All right? So I'm here. Okay? I just found out about it. Major Raider in the house. If that's what it is. Okay? Dumb decision by Henry Ruggs. Yeah, it was a dumb decision, man. I mean, like I said, but he can redeem himself, but I don't want him redeeming himself with us. I think he needs to go to a fresh new environment, new territory. I mean, shit, sometimes you got to move. Sometimes you got to move somewhere else. Like you've made so much of a mess where you live at. You got to move. Got to move, bro. Got to move somewhere else. Okay? Got to go somewhere else. Okay? I see Justice Hall said, I don't know. Okay? I see twos, ones, one. Okay? Dick Lavender, what's up, DL? DL said one. He said one. WON one. Dick Lavender said, I don't give a damn, man. Line up, dog. Shit, we trying to win. Gary Kilpatrick said one. Miss Patrice said two. Bill said he can't handle Vegas pressure. Hey, man, I don't know if he can or not. Okay. He just said they're gonna be in the newspaper, man. I don't need that kind of publicity, man. When I go to the games, a lot of y'all that chopping it up, y'all ain't go to no damn games. I go to the games. I ain't trying to fight through no picket signs and shit. I don't want nobody throwing no damn tomatoes at me, though. They better not. They do that shit. Mess my jersey up and my shit up. They gonna have a problem. But with that being said, dog, I mean, let him go somewhere else and go start over, dog. I mean, you don't got to come back to the Raiders, man. Okay, you don't have to do that. I see one. I see one. And for the record, he was the right draft pick, minus the horrific event. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't, Dick Lavender. He was not the right draft pick because you don't. Who drafts a first round draft pick to play 1 year? That just goes to show right there that it wasn't the right draft pick because he only played 1 year. CeeDee Lamb was the right draft pick. That's the person I wanted. Because guess who's an all pro right now? Guess who's the third best wide receiver in the NFL right now? That would be CeeDee Lamb. Your boy played 1 year and was out. Nah, dog. Nah, I don't think so. Okay. I've never had a first round draft pick flame out in 1 year. I've been a fan 51 years. I done seen them all, bro. Every one of them. Okay. I've never seen a first round draft pick flame out in 1 year. It's never happened until this. I've seen them flame out in year 2. Even Jamarcus Russell took 3 years to flame out. The worst first round draft pick in our history took 3 years. So I don't know how you say it was the right pick. It wasn't because he only played 16 games. We weren't even doing 17 games when this cat was out. That's how I know. Okay? But you got it. Lloyd Lanehouse. Okay, straight up. Bill Holloway talking to Patrice. Just as I said, I'll take them back. I see ones. I see a lot of ones on here. 2, gay. You said F it, do it. Carlos said 1. Got to see if he's really a real bit rehabilitated for real. Miss Patrice says, "Hey, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I don't want. But if he becomes a Raider, so be it. But I don't want it. I hope it don't happen. I hope he goes somewhere else. I don't need it. I don't need it, dog. Okay. I don't need a player that bad. I mean, what are we talking about? Is this dude Jerry Rice? Is this Rice or something? I mean, come on, dog. Let's be honest about Henry Ruggs. Let's be completely 100 about his game. That man didn't run the route tree. He ran 2 routes. Go route, sluggo route. That's it. What else did he do? He didn't come across the middle. He didn't run no slants. He didn't do none of that shit. That dude wasn't running none of them button hooks and outside routes and all that shit, toe taps and that shit. That cat was run down the field, throw the ball as far as you could. That's it. That's it, bro. He wasn't even a Devontae Adams, where Devontae Adams was a master of the route tree, was running all the routes. This cat ran 2 routes. Okay? Sluggo, post route. That's it. Slant go, post route. That's it. That's it. That's all he ran. Okay? That's not gonna work all the time. But like I said, y'all in love with that. I ain't with it. All right. Okay, y'all said 2-2-2. I see you. Some of y'all saying 1. Henry Ruggs said, then again, maybe he shouldn't have had a chance for the NFL what he did. Nah, we already went over that. You don't get to not let him come back because of what he did. You only let him not come back if he does not have the skill set to be in the league. What he did is immaterial. What he did is there's plenty of felons that's in the NFL. Plenty of felons in the NFL, dog. All right. The key is, does he have the skill set and does he fit a need for somebody to give him a chance? All right. That's what it is. All right. I see them ones in here. He won't be the same player. Doesn't matter if he's the same player or not. Nobody's the same player after being out all those years, bro. Nobody was. Dante Stallworth wasn't, but he came back and was a serviceable wide receiver. Dante Stallworth was a bad boy when he was with Pittsburgh. When he came out of jail 2 or 3 years later, he went to the Cardinals. He was a very serviceable wide receiver. He wasn't a starter, but he was definitely in rotation. He was a rotational receiver. I think Henry Ruggs can get back and do some shit. I guarantee his hands are still cool, and he's probably faster than most wide receivers. I can see him fitting a need. I just don't want him on my team. All right, trashed our whole season. Hey, man, like I said, dog, a lot of people did that. A lot of people participated in the trashing of our season, including Chucky. Don't forget Chuck. All right, Chuck had a lot to do with it. All right, would have taken him back, but then again, I don't know how the whole situation. Hey, man, you guys got to decide what you're going to do. I already gave my vote. Okay. He made a bad decision, sat down, and maybe he can be what prison system is supposed to be, rehabilitation. Yeah, that's fine. What's I got to do with playing for my team? I mean, are y'all listening, bro? Am I talking in braille, bro? Okay, like, well, are you guys listening? Like, he has an opportunity to be rehabilitated. I don't want him playing for my team. There's 32 teams, dog. It ain't like the Raiders are the only team in the NFL. He got 32 opportunities. Just walk away from mine and do whatever you want. I would root for him, dog. If I saw him playing for another team, I would root for him. I'd watch for him. I'd want him to do well. I don't want him with me, bro. I don't. That what he did, bro, just showed a total lack of you not even having the understanding of where you were, bro. Like, you were the only person to get your family out of the financial situation that they were in. You were the chosen one, bro. You did. You had everything, and you did that, bro, for no reason. He wasn't drunk. He was not drunk, bro. At least, if you could say at least, Dante Stallworth had a DUI. Okay? Now, according to what is being said, he might have been legally over the limit, but he wasn't that much over the limit, bro. Like, Dante Stallworth was in the one. Like, it's .08 in Vegas. It's .08 here in Cali. I don't know what it is everywhere else. But I know in Vegas it's .08. I know here it's .08. Dante Stallworth was like 1.3 or some shit. 4.2 or something. He was definitely... Ruggs, I don't know. He might have had a .08. But, legally. But he wasn't faded like that, though. There was no reason to do that. All right? No reason. Okay? And for how I feel about it, man, if you're going to be that reckless, what will you do next? Okay? That's just me. All right, man. I see them twos and ones. If we get the Ruggs from the Chiefs game 21 and we took the victory lap against Pittsburgh, slinging it, hey, man, that's one play. That's the only play y'all can name. Name another play of Henry Ruggs. Man, what's taking y'all so long? Y'all name another play. Don't go looking on the internet to find one. Okay? I'll give you another one. Once I say this play, you ain't going to have no more. The Jets last second play that Derek Carr. I mean, both of those passes from Derek Carr. I mean, shit, how do we know he can't catch a pass that's not from D.C.? How do we know he ain't going to be able to catch a pass that's not from D.C.? Because that's the only passes he was catching. Okay? Derek Carr was putting those balls on the money. What the hell y'all talking about? Okay, if you really want to be a gangster about it, he caught all that shit with DC, and DC's retired. So now what? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, what other plays have Ruggs done besides the Jets overtime play or last second play and the walk-off? He had 2 walk-offs. What else did he do? Yeah, I thought so. Ain't that easy, huh? Okay, doesn't matter. He could never be a Raider again. I don't want him back, man. I don't. Okay. I'm good. Said politics won't let him back in Vegas, just like it wouldn't allow us to draft. You said Jamie Carter. You mean Carter from the Eagles? What's his name? Jalen. You mean Jalen, not Jamie. Jalen. Well, man, according to this right here, the Las Vegas Review, they asking him in Las Vegas. I don't hear nobody saying nothing. He's in Vegas getting asked Vegas questions about a Vegas crime. And he said, why not? Why wouldn't I? Shit, I would too. Shit, whatever opportunity comes my way. I don't want them. All right, we as Raiders should get trashed on every media outlet. Well, we should be used to that anyway. Make a mistake and go somewhere else. We haven't recovered from the terrible season you tracked the whole season. Nah, man, we haven't recovered for many reasons, bro. It's like we keep shooting ourselves in the foot. Like, I'm just to the point now, bro, where I don't care about nothing but winning, dog. I don't care about who's on the team, who's this and that. What I'm saying about this is going to be too much of a distraction. It's not even about his skill set. I know he can play football still, but it's just going to be so, the publicity and press is going to be so much on us, dog. It's not even going to matter, dog. And then next thing you know, the referees ain't going to start calling shit on us, dog. Ruggs catch a touchdown pass, 87 yards to win the game. They're going to be like, beep, holding. Number 67. Shit. They're gonna mess us up, dog. Why put a bullet on? Why put a bulletin board on your back? Why put a damn bullseye on your back? Why do that? Okay, I don't. We got enough bullseyes, bruh. All right, booty bang in the house. Okay, straight up. Yeah, Ray Lewis. Okay, Jay said, President of the Phillies, so why can't he catch a football? He can. He just not can't catch it for me. See, y'all ain't paying attention. He can catch football wherever he wants to, as long as it ain't in Las Vegas. Catch football wherever he wants to. I don't care what he catches it at, as long as he don't catch it from me. As long as he's not in the Death Star 8 times a year. As long as he's not there 8 times a year, I don't have no problem with him being a felon playing football. I just told you that. I don't want him on my team. And if you guys can't understand that, then you need to get your ears cleaned out. I want him to get back in the NFL. So don't act like I don't want him. What I don't want him in the silver and black. I don't need that. That's over. Because why didn't we just stick with him, though? Why didn't we just stick with him? Why didn't we do that? Companies have done that before. When people have went into a rough patch, they didn't get rid of you. They kept you. When there was some controversy, they kept you. Remember Colin Kaepernick? Remember when Colin Kaepernick was going through all his situation, and he got blackballed out of the NFL for just taking a knee. He ain't even did nothing close to this shit. But when 45 at the time was all on his ass and telling these guys that don't let him play and all of that, and everybody started dropping him all his endorsement deals and all those things, one company said we're not dropping him, and that was the swoosh, Nike. Nike, he's still employed, but Nike didn't do it. Nike stuck by him. He ain't played football in 7 years. He still got a Nike check. How come the Raiders didn't do that? Because they didn't want that smoke. You got to understand, your team doesn't want no smoke. Okay? Because they could have easily said, we're going to stand by him, but they didn't. All right? Straight up. All right, man. Okay? All right, man. Shit, Aaron Hernandez. I mean, you can't even bring that up. Aaron Hernandez, once he was out, he was done. Okay? Baker Man, what's going on? Okay, I hear you. Gary Kirkpatrick in the house. All right, you can get a second chance, but not for the Raiders. That's all I'm saying, dog. I just told you, man. There's a prerequisite for players that have done what he's done. I just gave you an example of somebody that did the exact same thing. Okay, who got back in the NFL, bro. I think Dante Stallworth only did like a year or two, like a year and a half, or it wasn't even that much. And he came back and he played football, bro, and he played until he couldn't play anymore. Shit, he was younger than Ruggs. I think when Dante Stallworth did it, I think Dante Stallworth was like in his 30s. I think he was like late 20s, early 30s. I think he was maybe 31 or something like that when it happened. You know, he's out driving down a rural road. Somebody walking down a rural road and shit late at night, and he's drunk and hit him. And that was it. No, he was driving fast, was probably listening to some bomb-ass beats and bomb-ass tunes, and maybe had his sunglasses on or something, and he was playing football with a visor like a season and a half. Okay? Not long. It definitely wasn't longer than 2 seasons. So yeah, I want Ruggs to come back. Yeah, it's called rehabilitation. But you don't get to come back to the scene of the crime. Y'all under that. That's like you was a teller in the bank and you was embezzling money. You did your time and then you go back and apply right back at Chase Bank. Hey man, what's going on? What the hell are you doing here, Ronnie? Oh man, I did my time, bro. I'm ready to come back, man, and get my job back. That's how you guys sound. That's how y'all sound. That's why we don't get respect out here. That's why people be looking at us like we don't have a good pea brain in our brain. You going back to the place you robbed. Hey man, what you doing in here, Carl? Oh man, shoot, man, you still mad about me stealing out of the register? You still mad behind that, dog? I'm rehabilitated now, dog. Just tell me, man, what button to push on here for the McNuggets, bruh. I come right back. Hell no. My wife is even saying it's a hot mess. She in the kitchen. That don't make no sense. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. You don't even talk to your boy who didn't have the lie straight, who told your girl the wrong information when he saw her at the grocery store. Hey, what's going on, Larry? Hey, what's going on, Claire? How did everything go last night? What do you mean? I heard you guys were out. You and Mark and it was out. Oh, no, I ain't seen Mark in like 2 months. And now he ain't talking to you no more because you didn't understand that you're supposed to lie for Mark. Like, come on, dog. Come on, man. Like I said, a lot of y'all ain't thinking, but you got to think over here. This is a thinking person's channel. You don't get to come over here and be on autopilot over here, bro. Well, you have to think about it. Nobody's rehiring the person who committed the crime, dog. It's that simple, right? Okay? You get evicted for not paying rent at an apartment complex. You don't get to come back and say, hey, I'm ready to pay now. Can I get my apartment back? Y'all sound ridiculous. You guys sound ridiculous, man. Okay? Y'all sounding crazy. All right, Abs Blame. One team that would give him a second shot in a heartbeat is the Queefs. Oh, yeah, man, we can't worry about that. Can't worry about that, dog. We can't do nothing with a fear. Oh, man, what if the Chiefs get him? Whoa. I don't operate from fear. That's not how I won 3 rings. I operated from, I don't care what you do. Ain't that right, Bill? Ain't that right, Major Raider? Okay? We got some 3-ringers on here. We didn't win our rings worried about what the Steelers were doing. Because that was the only competition we had, was the Steelers. Nobody else we were worried about. We weren't worried about no Cowboys. We weren't worried about no Niners. We weren't worried about nobody. We were only worried about the Steelers. And the Steelers were only worried about us. That's it. Because whoever won that AFC championship game between the Raiders and the Steelers beat the NFC's brains in. Did not matter, bro. We didn't care who you got. I don't care who they get. Getting to Chiefs and him being on that team isn't going to stop us from winning if we're better. If we play better than them, we'll win. We beat the Chiefs without RUGGS. Remember on Christmas? Remember when I came in here and told you that week we were beating the Chiefs and y'all didn't believe it? And I told you it was time? We beat the Chiefs without RUGGS. What are you talking about? We didn't need RUGGS to beat the Chiefs, and we beat them in Arrowhead. Okay? Twice. All right? So I don't go with all of that. All right. Winton Thomas said it'd be a shit show. I don't want it, dog. Like I said, man, you a season ticket holder. Winton Thomas, Major Raiders a season ticket holder. You guys know how much of a pain in the ass it'll be to have to go there as much as y'all go. Okay. You know I go, but not as much as y'all. Okay. So, I mean, for me, I don't need it. I don't need the headache. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. You said those 3 rings came with a bunch of dudes that would be picketed today. Is that my fault? They weren't picketed though. They're not, and it's not today. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we didn't have social media. We didn't have all of this. Don't matter what I got in the past, bro. It was just fine back then, dog. Just fine. All right. You can't bring my rings and put them in 2025. Can't do it. You need to be worried about what you need to do to get your shit. Okay? I got my shit. We don't never win nothing again. I go to my maker with a 3-time Super Bowl champion. It don't matter to me. Okay? I'm just being greedy by trying to get this one. I'm just being greedy by trying to get him. I got these already. Right here. Anything the Raiders do is mine. You guys got to understand that. Don't think that when the Raiders win again, and we will win again, I don't get the 4th one. Every ring the Raiders get, I get. You notice that? Everything the Raiders get, I get or got. There's nothing that they have that does not belong to me. Okay? Straight up. So you talking about what they would have did back then and bringing them today don't mean nothing to me. Okay? What it does mean, they didn't go out and unalive nobody. They didn't unalive nobody. Not one person that your name did that. Only your boy RUGGS. But like I said, y'all really want to undo this. There's no undoing it. All right. Pretty sure there'll be a team that'll do that. I agree. Okay. All right. You said Barrett Robbins. Said your boy Ray Rice didn't get another second chance. No, he didn't. He didn't get a second chance. You know why he didn't get a second chance? You think that there's other DV situations that happen in the NFL all day. The difference is it was on tape. That's why he didn't come back. It was on tape. On a loop. When things are on tape, bro, that's your ass. It was on tape. If it would have been a private matter in the house and all of that, and there would have been a police report and all of that, he would be in the league. He would have been back in the league. The problem was is that he got into a squabble with his girl in Las Vegas in a damn elevator, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Even Jay-Z got his ass kicked by his wife's sister in the elevator. Understand that. Elevators got cameras just for you guys, just in case you guys did not know. Don't do nothing in no elevator, dog. Okay? Don't pick your nose like Gardner Minshew and put it in your mouth, dog. Don't do that, because they're going to see it. All right? And like, that's a nasty ass. Let's put this on the tube, a.k.a. YouTube. Okay? Like I said, bro, that's why Ray Rice didn't get back in the league, because it was on tape. He picked the wrong place to get into an argument with his girl at, dog. It's the wrong place. Like, he would have been better off letting her beat his ass. Look like you the victim, dog. Look like you the victim. Ah! Oh, shit. Oh, she's kicking my ass, dog. Ah! Shit, you would have been lining up. Okay? Blue 48. Blue 40. You would have been right in I formation the next season and shit. We wouldn't have laughing at you that your girl kicked your ass, but you would have been carrying that football. Okay? Like I said, man, he got set up. Ray Rice is a dumbass. He's dumb. He's stupid. Why are your girl trying to fight you in a public place? I mean, come on, dog. I mean, some of this shit, some of these guys is game goofy, bro. They game goofy, bro. How are you going to fight your girl in a public place, bro? I've seen my boys get fights at the club with a girl and all kinds of shit, man. I'm like, y'all got all these witnesses, man. What's wrong with you, man? You're going to be doing something stupid. Do it in private, okay? She set him up. She did all of that so she could mess him up because she was mad at him, and that's what it was. Okay? All right, man. Okay, straight up. Casey be like, beat your hit your woman. Come on down. Oh, didn't Andy Reid's son do something like that? Didn't he? 4-year-old girl drove drunk. She gonna be on dialysis the rest of her life. Don't act like Kansas City didn't have that either. What happened? What was his name? Britt Reed. He still was working for the Kansas City Chiefs. Come on, man. Let's not act like it's the Raiders, bro. Okay, straight up. Okay, karma's a B. You making too much sense. Point is that people should be trying to re-sign him and trying to gain some assets. This dark cloud hovering over the nation. It is, but it isn't. Let's not act like Jack Tatum didn't paralyze Daryl Stingley. For those of us that are OGs, like my boy Bill Holloway and me and Major Raider. And that was on tape. When we was kids, they were showing it on the news. They were showing that on the news. But it was a legal play. It was a legal play that led to somebody being paralyzed. Okay, so let's not act like, and that's still being redone and brought over how dirty we are and this, that, and the other. But this is different. Anybody that gets between those lines and put on them pads and that helmet understand the risks. They understand what it is. They bought into it. Okay? They bought into it. I could get out here and I could end my career. I can get out here and I can get CTE. All right? Everybody signs away when they sign that contract. This woman was coming home from work. That's not the same. Not the same. All right? Not even close. All right? Cleveland Browns. Yeah, Cleveland Browns could use them. Okay, imagine Ruggs, Thornton, and Bowers in Chip Kelly playbook. I don't got to imagine it because it ain't going to happen. Okay? I'm good. Said you had to go back to Big Shirley. Yeah, you got to go back and live with her. Yeah, man, I'd rather time Tim Brown off the count than Henry Ruggs. I mean, shit, at least I know somebody. At least I know Tim Brown can still catch. He might not be able to get separation, but he ain't dropping shit. Don't act like you didn't see Henry Ruggs drop some passes. Remember? Henry Ruggs dropped some touchdown passes. Let's not act like he didn't. Y'all act like he's perfect. He wasn't perfect. Okay? All right, you already know. Black and gray out what's going on. Okay, sign 11 to a 1-year deal, see what he can do. Nah, you sign him to a 1-year deal. Okay? I don't want him. All right, man. Okay. Yeah, man. Okay. Straight up, man. What's going on? What's going on, Jerm? What's happening? What's going on, Zach? You talking about my Yankees? I ain't worried about the Angels, man. The Angels ain't only got one championship. I ain't worried about them, dog. Okay? We ain't worried about you guys, man. That was the biggest thing that you guys are gonna do all year. Okay? You guys are still in the cellar. Yeah, we're hitting a rough patch right now, man, but we'll be all right. Okay? Manny Ramirez, what's going on, big dog? What's happening? What's going on? What's going on, Christy? You're on late tonight. Yeah, I had to come on late tonight. Late night hype. You know what it is. All right, what's going on? Yeah, I'm trying to be right. Major Raider. Being right always costs me in the end, dog. Okay? All right? Don't make me, it doesn't make me the most popular guy, though. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to do the Shield's work. That's all that matters. As long as the Shield respects me and y'all respect me, that's all that matters. I don't give a damn about nobody else. Is what it is. Okay. Major Raider said, did you see the NFL special gang members of NFL? That was interesting. No, I didn't get a chance to see that. I want to check that out. Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup in hockey season. Yeah, Bill, we didn't win our money, man. We had some bets on that. Salute to the Panthers, man. Salute to the Panthers. But, man, shit, that's a small market, man. No matter what they do, they're never going to get big market. Okay? I always wondered if the league was ousted. Chucky, would his Ruggs go out and drinking and driving that night? Man, you got to understand, man. You got to understand your position. You got to understand where you are. You got to understand who you around. Okay? John Gruden was doomed. He was doomed, bro. Once he called the commissioner of the National Football League, the word that begins with an F and ends with a T, in writing, whether it was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago, don't matter, bro. Once he popped it like that, he was done. It's that simple. He was done, dog. Okay? Nobody else was asking Gruden to come back except us. Gruden was not being offered any other jobs from nobody. All right? Just us. You get 2 for 1. I get to put my foot in the Raiders' ass and put them in their place and get rid of the dude that called me that. You think these people ain't petty, bro? Come on, dog. If the president's petty, president will tell you right now you petty. If the president's petty, what do you think these other dudes are? Come on, dog. This is the time to get even with cats. Okay? This is the time to get even with all your ops. All the ops, all y'all can get this work. Everybody. I've always been that way. Where and people, oh, come on, man, you're being. You know how many times people telling me I'm doing too much, I'm taking it too far. Oh, this person did this to me, and I'm trying to destroy everything they got. I'm trying to ruin everything they have, bro. Okay, everything, and I ain't hiding it. I'm really going out of my way to ruin it. They telling me, oh man, you need to let that go, bro. Be better than that. Blah blah blah. We're not in the be better than that era, dog. We're messing with people who ain't messing with us. You're picking on people who ain't even doing shit because you want to walk around here and let your nuts hang. You want to let your little balls hang, dog. Okay? Only reason why they touching the ground is because you're on the ground. You ain't no gangster. None of these people, they're just running around here picking on people, pick on somebody your own size, as they used to say. You don't want to do that. Okay? Because you know what it is. You want to pick on people who can't defend themselves. So this is the era of getting back at everybody. Everybody can get it. There is no turn the other cheek. Everybody getting slapped in the mouth. That's what it is. Okay? So Chucky was doomed. Ruggs did it to himself, but Chucky was doomed. He was doomed, dog. Soon as them emails came out, soon as Daniel Snyder used those emails to get even with the NFL trying to get rid of him, because it was nothing was popping off. You got to understand who John Gruden was talking to. He was talking to Bruce Allen. Who's Bruce Allen? Bruce Allen is the son of what's his name? Allen, who used to be the coach of the Redskins, and he used to be our general manager. He's a former Raider. So what was he doing? He was talking to him. Okay? Sending emails. Once Daniel Snyder was getting ready to kicked out for that sexual harassment shit, what did he say? He said, if I go down, y'all going down with me. What did he do? Leak those emails to the New York Times. Okay? And it was barbecue chicken. All right? So he was doomed. All right. Patrice, what's going on? All right, what's happening? Yeah, game winner. I just said game winner against the Jets. You only had 2. That's it. Is he out yet? No. Next year. Next year, possibly. He's eligible. Let's understand. He got 3 to 10. He got 3 to 10 years. 3 minimum, 10 maximum. The parole board of Nevada has to parole him. He's up for his first parole hearing next year. If you know anybody that's been in, parole hearing don't mean you getting out. Parole hearing means they gonna talk about whether they're gonna let you out or not. They're gonna see if you're a menace to society. They're gonna see if you're somebody that shouldn't be here. All right? They may mandate him and tell him, hey, we don't want you in the state. Like this guy, like y'all ain't understanding. A lot has to be done. The parole board can tell Henry Ruggs, you can go back to Alabama where you from and serve out your probation there. We don't want you in the state. Get Alabama to watch him. And that's probably what happened. They don't want him running around here, dog, as a reminder of what popped off. They probably would tell him, dog, you can't be, they can legitimately tell you you can't work. You can't work in this area. Yeah, the NFL can say, hey, well, he can work for us, but they say he's not allowed to be in the city limits. We're banning him for 10 years. Like, y'all ain't even thinking about all of that. Like, they could say, man, for the next 5 years, you can't be in Clark County. How's he going to play football for the Raiders if he's not in Clark County? How's he going to do that? He ain't. He ain't. So there's a whole bunch of stuff possible. All right, straight up. All right. All right, man, we got the $9.99 dono. I don't know who gave it up, man, but salute to whoever it was. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, dog. All right, let's see if anybody else threw your boys some money. Anonymous, $2, man, showing a little lover. Appreciate that, dog. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate that, dog. Anything you could do to show brothers that you guys give a damn. I appreciate that, man. That's a good way. Also going to the store, okay? MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Because we have a Raiders out our back. We always have a bullseye on our back. Yeah, man, but we've won with a bullseye on our back, dog. Like, the beautiful thing about our team, man, is having a bullseye on our back, bro. We had the biggest bullseye in the history of the league. When Al Davis was suing the NFL to move from Oakland to LA, we were suing the National Football League. You know what we did? We won the Super Bowl, bro. We won Super Bowl 15 suing Pete Rozelle, and Pete Rozelle had to give the Lombardi trophy to the man that he was going to be seeing in the courtroom in LA the next day. Why you think Al Davis, he was nervous? And Brent Musburger, we remember Super Bowl 15, okay? Al, how do you feel? Just win, baby. How do you think he said that? Because he's laughing in the face of Pete Rozelle. In other words, I'll see you tomorrow. We won a Super Bowl suing the NFL. And not only did we sue the NFL, we won. We won the case. We won the Super Bowl, we sued the NFL, and we won. Both. So bullseye on our back don't mean shit. But if you haven't noticed, we ain't won no Super Bowl since. We ain't won no Super Bowl since then. And they'll find a way to sabotage us. But hey, is what it is. You can't. We had the biggest bullseye on our back and we won the Super Bowl. So hey, man, anything can happen. All right. Okay, straight up. That's right. Patrice says they was asking. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's crazy. Nike had that shirt that said "Speed Kills" with Ruggs on it. Hey, man, well they didn't keep Ruggs, did they? Henry Ruggs lost his Nike deal, but they kept Colin Kaepernick. Just letting you know. Okay. Say yeah. It's all. Oh, Patrice, that was you. Oh, okay, Patrice. Appreciate you, girl. Appreciate you. Okay. Do I think Baker Mayfield's going to ball this year? Yeah, Baker Mayfield's been playing well. I think he's going to play good. I think he's going to play well like he has been. Ruggs had a good game against the Chiefs. I just said that. Okay. Deep ball. Yeah, okay. And the Jets. What else? Highlight reel's kind of short, isn't it? Kind of short. Kind of short. All right. Okay. Hey, Baker, man, you know how I am, dog. I'm here for the entertainment aspect. Okay. All right, Bill, I'll tell the wife that you said what's up. That's our swagger. We need it back. I mean, we do need it back. Let's see what Pete knows how to do. One thing about Pete Carroll, man, I like the fact that Pete Carroll makes it clear that he grew up in San Francisco and was a 49er fan. I'm glad he's letting everybody know that. He was a Niner fan, but he knew what's up with the Raiders. Because when he was a fan of the Niners, they weren't winning shit. Niners didn't win nothing until 81. They was getting their asses kicked. Bill, when we was growing up, the 49ers were the laughing stock of the Bay and we were winning. So he knows what it is. He goes, I know the Raiders, though. I know the Raiders and what they're about. I know what it is. I grew up around that. It's what it is. Just like TB12. TB12 knows what it is, too. He knew what it was. Okay? Took his team to start winning for him to forget. But all up until that happened, he knew what it was. All right, straight up, man. Brady owes us 2 rings. But he owes me 2. He owes me 2. The Tuck Rules 1 ring. He stole that one. You got to give me that back. Okay? And then you got to give me one on one that you earned. You stole one. Give me what you took from me first. Okay? Then you give me one, then you're up. Then it'll be a Raider. Okay? Be a Raider then to me. He get me one, I'll be like, all right, dog. You know, we doing some voting. I'm gonna think about it. I ain't thinking about it right now. You get me one, I say, all right, man, I'm gonna think about it. I got my fourth one. I need that fifth one. This is the tuck rule. So what you doing is you take that, what wing was that? It was his first one. You take that first one off that forefinger and put that shit here. That's what he has to do. He has to take this one off, his first ring, because that's mine, and then put it here. Then I'll listen to you. Till then, dog, it's just talk. Okay. Devon, what's going on, Devon, dog? You already know what it is. Okay. Ray Nice did not make Rutgers proud. Yeah, man. Rutgers in New Jersey, man. Salute the Rutgers, man. Salute the Rutgers. Okay. All right, big dog. Jack Tatum straight out. Yeah, Jack Tatum was a monster. Chip Kelly better keep his nose clean. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, I don't like Chip Kelly, but it's not a matter of me what I like anymore. Just win, baby. I mean, I'm my white grandfather's black grandkid. My white grandfather's Al Davis. Okay, he's taught me just win, baby. I'm just win, baby, dog. At this point, I don't even care. Just win, baby. All that other shit don't mean nothing to me. When Ruggs gets out, when the parole board lets him out. Okay, all right, man. Every time Ruggs win access to the middle, drop like the duck in my pen. Exactly, man. They didn't forget about they see. You know what, Bill? It's like anything else, man. It's like if you start what they call it, glamorizing the memories. You start thinking about only the good times and only the good things that happen. You don't think about the whole shit. Okay? Ruggs was always dropping passes. Every time he heard footsteps come across that middle, he was dropping shit like pigeons, bro. Okay? Trust me. Them long go routes, yeah, he caught those, but them damn passes, he caught plenty of first down passes. And I can't blame Derek Carr. Them balls was on the money. He was dropping it. Okay. All right, man. That's what it is. Okay. All right, man. Bruce Allen was a GM while Gruden was there. Yeah, he was the first time. But what is Bruce Allen's father's name? Bill, what's Bruce Allen's father's name? That was the coach of the Redskins when we was a kid. After Vince Lombardi was the Redskins coach. What's his name? Not Dick Allen. Dick Allen's a baseball player. What's his name? What's his father's name? Okay. Somebody write it down for me, man. Can't think of his father's name. All right, man. Whatever happened to them emails? They got them still. They just ain't putting them out. Okay. Thanks, Patrice. Yeah, appreciate you, man. You saw Fred Warner a couple weeks ago? Yeah, man. Fred Warner's a monster. Ruggs Highlights is a TikTok short. I agree. Will Brady have anything to do with a team decision? I don't know, man. He acts like he acts like he doesn't when it doesn't go his way. When it doesn't go his way, he acts like he has no control. Oh, I didn't have anything to do with the Shedeur Sanders situation. Oh, Cam Miller. Oh yeah, I had a lot to do with that. Come on, bro, make it up. Okay. All right, you have no feeling ain't no team would sign Ruggs? It's possible. Talk about Shaq's tapping in. What's going on? Hey man, I already know what it is, bro. You got to get paid. Like James Jett dropping passes. Yeah, James Jett dropped some passes, dog. He dropped some. But James Jett didn't drop as many passes that meant something. He dropped a few passes, man, not a lot. Okay. George Allen, thank you. I couldn't think of his name. George Allen. Yeah, George Allen was the coach of the Washington Redskins when we was kids, bro. George Allen, that's his father. Okay, I couldn't think of his name. I'm like, why is his name escaping me? Thinking of every Allen, Marcus Allen, Dig Allen, I'm thinking of every Allen that I could think of, Allen Iverson. I was just like, damn, what's his name? Yeah, George Allen. Thank you. Were you a fan when they were in Oakland? I became a fan in 1974. You tell me. Go do a Google search and find out where the Raiders were playing in 1974. And I was I was in that stadium at that time too. So go look. See if I was a fan when they were in Oakland. Go look. See if that makes sense. I mean, 51 years, I think I was. Okay. Jay Marion, salute to the nation. All right, y'all. I gave y'all a good hour and 15 minutes, bro. It is what it is. Okay. Sup, Trees? Appreciate that $9.99. Okay. I might be able to go get me a quarter tank of gas and shit. Okay. You know what it is. All right, love all y'all, man. Y'all go ahead and shut it down, and we'll holler tomorrow, bro. See if I can come in earlier. Matt Sheffield.